Good afternoon. I'm Bob Iger. I just realized in watching that great tape that other than Walt Disney, who was gone before I started with the company, I've had the privilege of actually working with everyone who was in that video that had something to say about innovation. It's pretty amazing, including Leonard Goldenson, who was the founder of ABC. Now, the conclusion you should all reach there is I'm pretty old. I just am here to welcome everybody. This is our fourth version of the Accelerator program. And over these 4 years, we know that we've had a chance to get a lot of companies started by giving them our financial resources, our wisdom and our expertise, and even some of our buildings. But I also want to say that while it has been great for these companies, and it's been really wonderful to see them get started, it's also been really exhilarating for us as well. There's nothing like being introduced to new ideas and new concepts, new people, and the energy that we've derived from the relationships that we've had over these first 3 Accelerator programs is substantial. It also reminds us of just how dynamic our businesses are, how quickly they're changing, what the impact of technology on our businesses is, and how constant change is. I think that's actually probably the most valuable part of this experience for us, is that reminder of this ever-present change and dynamism. And we hope that as you see these next group of accelerants, is that what they're called? Is that what we call them? Acceleratorites, or something like that, that you'll also feel some of the energy and get a sense for just how the world has changed and how much potential these people represent. And with that, on with the show. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Alex, the CEO of Production Pro. And once upon a time, while I was working with a director named Stephen Daldry on a film called Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close, we realized that whenever we're making a film, we're working with hundreds of people, coordinating thousands of ideas. And it's almost impossible to get everyone on the same page. That's why we created Production Pro. Now, when a costume designer like Anne is working on a new adaptation of The Wizard of Oz, she simply imports the script, and Production Pro will find all the acts, the scenes, the pages, scene titles, everything it needs from the script to translate it into this. Now she can see the entire film at a glance, the script broken down by scenes, and all the characters and elements underneath. And she can tell, for instance, that scene 6 takes place in Munchkinland, that it's outside, during the day, and that Dorothy, Toto, and the Wicked Witch are all pivotal characters in that scene. In fact, this is the scene where Dorothy gets the ruby slippers. So Anne taps on Dorothy and starts working on her designs for these shoes. And when she's ready to share these with her team, with just one tap, instantly everyone's on the same page. Then suddenly, they all get a notification. The studio just released a new version of the script, and when Anne flips her iPad, she goes right to the new script. She's reading through all the changes in the scene, and then she sees it. Stephen, the director, had a new idea. What if instead of the ruby slippers, it were the ruby sneakers? She sees his idea pop in real time, and she loves it. She loves it so much, in fact, that it completely changes her designs for the entire film. Creative information like this is the only currency on a film set. Every day, everyone is desperately chasing the current idea, and time is money. Film shoots can cost $250,000 a day, and this is the first real-time notebook that morphs with the structure of the story, which means no more wasted time. And of course, if a studio is doing multiple productions, they should have them all in one place, a circuit board connected to each production team. We've been working with some amazing productions over the past year. On Broadway, with shows like Frozen the Musical and Hamilton, we did our first television show, The Crown, and we just started a pilot with the team behind the live shows at Disneyland. And today marks our next big step forward. You know, I started making films and putting on shows when I was really young. And my friends and I wanted to know everything about how places like Disney make what the world watches. Young people are the storytellers of tomorrow. And starting today, we're bringing Production Pro into schools. Our company is partnering with Music Theater International to make Production Pro available on over 60,000 productions across the country every year, allowing these students to collaborate like the professionals they'll become. There is no doubt that being a part of the Disney Accelerator has completely changed the course for our young company. And now, we'll be working with Disney to get Production Pro ready to pilot on our first major motion pictures. Thank you.
Wow, doesn't that sound great? Feeling it all around you inside a theater, just like in real life? Don't we wish we could always hear it that way? My name is Iris Wu. I'm the founder of MVideo. Our mission is to bring immersive sound like this to everyone outside the cinema, especially when we watch video on our smartphones, tablets, and laptop speakers. When we make video, whether it's an action-packed superhero movie or an animated TV show for families, directors agonize over where to put everything and everyone in every scene. Let's put the lamp there, put the chair over here, and perfect. Sound engineers do exactly the same thing with sound. In fact, on large projects, there could be over 7,000 hours of editorial and sound design for just one motion picture. But sadly, less than 10% of households even have the equipment to hear surround sound in their living rooms, because the average surround sound system will cost $1,000, assuming you can figure out how to set it up. And that's just the beginning. As much as 1/3, and some even think it could be more, of the time people spend watching video is actually on their personal devices. And that number just keeps growing and growing. That frustrates me as a sound engineer. I know how good it sounds inside a studio, and I know it will never sound the same in your hand. That's the kind of sound we're stuck with, flat and two-dimensional. And video is here to make all sound immersive. We are a new audio format that brings the immersiveness of video back to where it should be, using just the 2 speakers on the devices you already have. It's magic. You don't have to download anything or buy any new hardware in order to enjoy MVideo sound. MVideo is added to the video by sound engineers like me. You just watch the way you always do, and listen, and enjoy. We've been working with Skywalker Sound for almost 2 years to make sure that MVideo faithfully delivers the filmmaker's creative intent with the highest sound quality. And audiences tell us that video with MVideo is rated higher, more shareable, and more valuable. We've been working this summer with Walt Disney Studios to test feature films in MVideo, and with Disney ABC Television Group to test streaming TV shows too. And we would love for you to hear MVideo for yourself. Watch this incredible movie trailer just released by Marvel Studios and video sound on any device with 2 speakers. And please, come visit us later for more demos. We have links to them at nvideo.com. Thank you.
Robots have been hard at work helping us in our factories and warehouses since the 1960s. And nowhere have they made a bigger impact than in the automobile industry, where giant industrial robots, kept far away from people, have made huge improvements in quality, productivity, and safety. Welcome to the next generation of robotics. This is the generation where robots come out from the factories to work alongside us. I'm Steve Cousins, founder and CEO of Savioke, the pioneer in service robots. We make robots that help people and make them smile. Now I'm proud to introduce you to Relay, the first autonomous indoor delivery robot for the places people work, live, and play. Since 2014, Relay has been working with hotel staff to surprise and delight guests all around the world. Relay is reliable, easy to use, and completely autonomous. He even can ride the elevator all by himself. And most important, Relay is safe around people, and not just workers in steel-toed boots. Relay gracefully navigates through dynamic environments, avoiding obstacles and people in his way. He's especially gentle and safe around children, who often want to hug him or chase him through the hallways. In fact, the first time we installed Relay in a hotel, we saw through the robot's eyes little barefoot 3-year-old feet, and that's the safety case we designed for. It's Savioke's combination of award-winning design, proprietary technology, and engineering that can make this a reality. And today, Relay is in nearly 70 locations in the US, Europe, and Asia, including all the major hotel brands. And beyond hotels, Relay is working in logistics centers, bringing tools and parts to technicians. And he'll be in hospitals next month delivering medications and to patients and nurses. So yes, Relay is giving us superpowers to be more productive, but the real magic is in his character. It's Relay's charm, politeness, and honesty that make him more beloved teammate than a functional appliance. And that's why working with Disney is a dream come true for us. And we're thrilled to announce that Savioke is starting a pilot with Relay in a hotel at Walt Disney World. And we're also exploring opportunities for collaboration with Walt Disney Imagineering. And America's #1 morning show, Good Morning America, is planning to test Relay as part of their team, delivering coffee, scripts, and surprises to the hosts and celebrities. As you can see, Relay is going to very soon be a very busy bot. But no matter how famous he becomes, his mission is always the same, which is to help people help themselves. And now, with the support and inspiration of Disney, Relay can go beyond our imagination, because dreams really can come true. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Eric Harrell, CEO of Cahoot. At Cahoot, we make learning awesome. Cahoot is a game-based learning and trivia platform which is used in a multitude of settings: kindergarten through 12th grade and university classrooms, corporate training facilities, social settings, family rooms, and major sporting and cultural events. Our mission is to unlock the deepest potential of each and every learner of all ages and in all contexts. And we do that by making learning fun, magical, and inclusive through games. But we've learned is that the best way to tell you about Cahoot is to show you. And we've put together a video to illustrate this. So from a teacher launching the Kahoot, kids join the game from their Wi-Fi enabled devices, and kids compete in a multiple choice quiz on such subjects as math and science, with points assigned based on the accuracy and speed of their answers. And the top 3 winners are featured on the Kahoot podium. And as you can imagine, it gets very competitive in these classrooms. Since the launch of Kahoot in 2013, we've focused primarily on US K-12 education environments. Kahoot brings even the quiet, shy kids from the back of the class up to the front, with kids learning via engaging, magical, fun, and loud moments. Today, we have 50 million unique monthly active users on our platform. 40 million of them engage with Kahoot in K-12 classrooms around the world. In the US alone, more than 40% of all K-12 students use Kahoot every month. And since we launched in 2013, people have participated in Kahoot games more than 1 billion times. So what's next for us? Kahoot has already become a pop culture phenomenon and lives at this amazing intersection of learning, technology, and entertainment. Our long-term vision is to be among the global leading entertainment and content platforms based on our own interactive lean-in format, mirroring YouTube's position in short-form lean-back video. Today, the vast majority of the content on our platform, 20 million Kahoot games and growing, is created by our users, mostly teachers and students. To propel the next phase of our user growth and achieve our commercial objectives, we recently launched Kahoot Studio to create curated, ready-to-play, engaging content for predominantly schools with a focus on STEAM subjects. And today, I'm very excited to share with you that we're planning to pilot Lucasfilm and ESPN content on the Kahoot platform. Our plan for this content is primarily focused on bringing the magic of storytelling to K-12 students while also engaging them in STEAM subjects in unique and entertaining ways. I'd like to leave you today with a video created and shared with us by an inspiring educator in Florida, demonstrating the excitement, competition, and fun Kahoot brings to classrooms. Thank you.
Oh shoot, it's time to play Kahoot. It's a friendly competition, but a competition nonetheless. Boy, it's time to play Kahoot. I hope that all y'all brought your best. If you study for the quiz, then you don't even gotta guess. We inside the lab and we not coming out like house arrest. One would say that we obsessed with learning, plus we having fun. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You see all my patty ones?
Smartphones and messaging. I'd say they have fundamentally transformed the way we communicate over the last 10 years. So think about this. We spend 4 hours each day staring at our phone. 4 hours. That's 120 hours per month. From a message send perspective, we're sending over 100 billion messages worldwide every single day. In the US alone, we send 5 times as many text messages as we make and receive phone calls. Texting and messaging aren't just some social media fad. These are new platforms, and these platforms represent amazing opportunities for those brands looking to directly connect to their consumers. So today I want to talk about the intersection of e-commerce and messaging. But first, we're also happy to announce the changing of our name from ReplyYes to MessageYes, since messaging is such a core part of what we do. And good afternoon, everyone. My name's Dave Cotter. I'm the CEO of MessageYes. So just as smartphones and messaging transform the way we communicate, we think the same kind of transformation is going to happen as it relates to how we shop. In the next 5 years, you can expect to see an explosion of products and services that you're going to be able to buy, purchase from directly within your app or text messaging on your phone. Now in China, this is already happening, and it's happening with an app called WeChat, whose app accounts for 40% of the transactions in e-commerce in China, 40%. Now we believe that trend of message-based commerce is going to happen here in the US as well, and MessageYes is helping to lead that charge. Our platform is the first to offer an end-to-end e-commerce experience for those brands who want to engage and sell stuff to their customers all via messaging. So while you're still going to get your text messages from your friends, your colleagues, loved ones, you'll also get text messages from brands and stores that you love. And if you decide that you want to purchase the item, all you have to do is message back yes. That's it. We personalize the experience. It's highly tailored towards you, and all you have to do is respond with a yes. We use a combination of artificial intelligence and a personalization engine to build a profile about what users are interested in seeing so that the products are tailored specifically to that user. If they want to purchase it, they just message yes. No dedicated apps, nothing to download, no cumbersome browsing, no shopping carts. Everything is right there in the message stream. You never have to leave it. All you have to do is message yes. And you can go back to chatting with your friends very quickly. So this summer, we began exploring the intersection of messaging and e-commerce with the teams at Disney. And we're super excited to have Disney as an investor, joining an already great group of investors, helping us bring our vision to reality. So in a world where you have 1 billion people sending billions of messages per day, this is not some new social media channel. This is a new platform. And MessageYes is the platform for those brands that want to connect and engage directly with their consumers over messaging. There's no apps. There's no browsing. There's no shopping carts. You want to buy something, all you have to do is message yes. Thank you.
Great local content has been the holy grail of the internet for 2 decades. It dominates local search every day, and every month on mobile phones, people are trying to figure out what's happening around them. Yet, there is no one go-to place to figure out what's happening nearby. Whether you're a parent trying to take your kids to a new place on a weekend, or if you're a foodie trying to figure out a new restaurant that opened around your work, or simply, if you just want to know why there's a blackout in your neighborhood, there is no one place to figure that out.
Yeah, we're that crazy startup that wants to solve local. We call ourselves the nearby button of the internet. Our vision is to own the hyperlocal conversation within 2 blocks of wherever you are. Local for us is any piece of content or information that has location tied to it, from breaking news and live alerts to what to do, see, or buy.
We're solving local through a machine learning platform that we call Atlas. It automatically creates new content from raw data. It adds location and dozens of other metadata from 250 different publishers we have, including ABC, and it contextualizes all this content and distributes it through our APIs to wherever the users are. We feed Atlas 4 terabytes of data on a monthly basis, and the more we feed it, the smarter it gets.
The magic will be in the content and the personalization.
And where there is a need for magic, there's no one better than Disney. We began our journey together with ABC OTV to bring local content from Atlas to all of ABC's own stations across the country. Now, ABC is also planning to use Atlas to power personalized experiences in their apps and for their users. And over the summer, we began exploring with Disney consumer products and interactive media what local content and information discovery could mean for all Disney guests. Needless to say, we're really excited.
Really excited. So when you think headline, think nearby. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bruce Stein, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Axiomatic, an esports and gaming company that's co-chaired by 3 renowned sports owners, business executives, and just all-around good guys, Peter Guber, Ted Leonsis, and Jeff Vinnick. We started Axiomatic in late 2015 with a gaming-centric mission. We will invest in, partner, build, acquire, and joint venture with businesses that optimize the audience and player experience in video gaming and esports. Now, by now, most people have heard about esports, but truthfully, most people still don't know what it is, and they don't understand exactly why it's become such a big deal. In the simplest of terms, esports is organized professional video game competition. Professional esports involves teams of players who compete for regional and world titles, a share of a purse, and of course, the bragging rights. Now, while esports is fabulous fun to play, what has surprised most people, and even particularly in the entertainment business, is the total size of the player and the spectator audience. Worldwide, the esports player and audience base is estimated at 300 million. And just for some perspective on that, consider that 300 million would make esports the 4th largest country. And it's still growing at a rapid rate. And then there are experts who have said that esports will grow to $1 billion by the year 2020. We think this is an artificially narrow universe because while it does include all of the esport revenues, it does not include publisher revenue for the games themselves. Esport competitions and video gaming are really part of the same industry. And for sure, it's the same activity, professional or amateur. And if you look at it that way, esports is already a $100 billion market. You can also think of esports as kind of a hybrid between video gaming and sports. Increasingly, esports competitions are looking more and more like traditional sports leagues ecosystems with franchising, streaming rights, merchandising, coaches, and even sports psychologists. But esports also offers something that traditional sports don't, and that is unprecedented access to the star players. It's very common for esports fans to be able to watch their favorite pro players practice, or as it's known in esports, scrim. So try to imagine that. That's Steph Curry, and that's the experience an esports fan gets. In January of 2016, Axiomatic acquired a majority stake in Team Liquid, one of the world's premier esports brands that has over 50 players competing in 11 different titles. Our last major tournament was 2 months ago, the International, which is a world championship for Dota. This tournament had the largest purse ever in esports, $25 million. Now, to put that in perspective, consider that the 2017 PGA Championship purse was less than half of that. Team Liquid won the tournament and became the champions of the world in one of the dominant esports. And we did it the same weekend that we won League of Legends, Street Fighter, and StarCraft. It's a weekend I'd like to live again. Because of these victories and the strength of our team, the value of Team Liquid has tripled in just 18 months. And I think over the next 18 months, it's almost certainly going to triple again. Axiomatic has stakes in esports companies in addition to Team Liquid, including Super League Gaming, Gamer Sensei, Mobalytics, and Bitcraft. All of this has occurred over the last 2 years. And because we have an investor group that includes major executives like Magic Johnson and Tony Robbins and Steve Case, and now Disney, we have both the financial and the intellectual capital to continue to forge new opportunities with new games and new audiences. Intellectual capital is especially valuable in commercializing a new business category, particularly one as diverse as esports. So while we do see esports as a sport, as a competition, we're convinced that that doesn't tell the whole story. It's something much larger. We see esports as a cultural sea change in the way that millennials and Generation Z consume and engage with content. And that's not going backwards. The brands behind us are all others who are involved with Axiomatic and are also bringing their expertise from traditional areas. We believe it's critical to our success to have partners with expertise in all sports, media, technology, and audience engagement to guide the expansion of esports into a global business. Thank you.
Do you have this feeling that people love television more than ever? Well, now we have the proof. My name is Ashwin Naveen. I'm co-founder and CEO of Samba TV. Samba is a data and analytics company headquartered in San Francisco with offices in major media markets around the world. We have 220 employees, and we've completed 2 rounds of venture capital funding. Our first was in 2012, and it was led by August Capital, Silicon Valley venture capital firm. But it was joined by Mark Cuban and A&E Networks. We recently completed our second round of funding that was led by Union Grove Venture Partners. It was joined by Disney, Time Warner, A&E, and several ad agencies. We're privileged to have these investors who care as much as we do about deepening our understanding and our relationship with TV audiences around the world. How do we do that? Well, we started with a software application on smart TVs. When installed and activated by consumers, we analyze the things that they watch, whether it's for real-time analytics or for personalized recommendations. Our software is deeply embedded inside the television to analyze the shows, movies, video games that people consume, no matter how they get delivered, whether it's over the air, through cable, streaming, or even through a game console. Our approach reflects how people watch TV today, incorporating TV viewership data from all of the screens that we use to watch video. At Samba, when we say TV, we don't mean the single screen in your living room connected to your cable box. TV for us means professionally produced video, episodic video, that we consume on all of the screens that we use in our everyday lives. Samba is the most complete and representative TV viewership data that's ever been assembled. We operate at scale in the United States and in several markets across the globe. And we can confirm that today, TV is more relevant than it ever has been in history. For our business partners, our data enables analytics and audience segmentation for ad targeting. Here's a snapshot of what our data can tell you about what America is watching. What's unique about this? We can tell you right now what people are watching on a second-by-second basis. Other media measurement companies may take days or weeks to figure this out, and we can do it at a level of precision that others can't replicate. Furthermore, if you want to slice this data down into very precise, narrow segments of the population, we have so much data that we can accomplish this in a way that's still meaningful and still accurate. Why only analyze TV in broad segments like men 18 to 49 or women 25 to 54? Can that be considered targeting at all? At Samba, we can analyze precisely what your current and potential customers are watching, what they like, what they've purchased, what influenced those purchases, while protecting privacy and helping our customers connect with those customers that they actually want to reach. We're excited to share some trends among the viewership behavior among people who actually are interested in visiting theme parks. Insights like this are helping the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts team better understand the media consumption of their prospects and to reach them through the most efficient path, whether it's through traditional advertising or programmatic. Speaking of traditional advertising, wouldn't it be great if we could analyze the effect TV advertising has with the same level of precision that we can analyze digital advertising? It turns out that that's a really hard problem. But at Samba, we like hard problems that can be solved with data and technology. We're excited to be working with the Walt Disney Studio media and marketing science teams to figure out how TV and digital marketing together both influence the purchase of movie tickets as well as home video. Our client base is broad. It cuts across many different industry verticals, but we all share in the belief in the power and relevance of television. And now we have the data and precision to make TV audiences more measurable and more addressable. What enables our success is that partners can trust us and our data to provide these insights quickly in rapidly evolving times and begin to forge a new kind of relationship with TV audiences that is more personal and more relevant wherever and whenever they watch. Thank you, Team Disney, for your guidance, friendship, and support.
Never before have we seen so many young people consuming content on the internet. These days, most of that content consumption is coming off of social networks. And can you take a guess at who dominates those social networks? Millennial women. According to the latest Pew survey, there are more women than men on Facebook and nearly 2 to 3 times the amount of women as men on social networking sites like Instagram and Pinterest. This new generation of young women uses the internet daily to find inspiration, creativity, and motivation to live their everyday lives. Not only do we at Brit & Co. serve that audience, but we are that audience. I began building this brand by leveraging my own identity to better identify with the needs of my generation. But we've expanded outside of just Brit. The Co. is our broad community of other female influencers and experts who each have their own authentic followings. Today, Brit & Co. produces over 100 pieces of content every day, each tailored to a different social platform or website.
Our distributed reach has grown to an impressive 130 million women per month, and we're a top partner for Facebook, Pinterest, and Snapchat. Not only that, but we're also an education platform for these women. We have a vast library of online classes ranging from coding to calligraphy to cake decorating. And yes, we do love alliteration. Furthermore, we manufacture our own Brit & Co branded products, things like do-it-yourself activity kits, creative school and office supplies, and even colorful tableware. And if that weren't enough, we've been known to throw a great party. We see upwards of 15,000 women come out to our pop-up shops, conferences, and festivals each year, all aiming to get more creatively inspired. So let's review. High-quality, entertaining content, a mission to inspire creativity and imagination, mass retail merchandising lines, and physical worlds full of creative experiences. Sounds a lot like another company I know. Disney recognizes the value that Brit & Co can bring in reaching a broader, young female audience. The two of us have actually already done great things together. Disney has run many branded content campaigns on Brit & Co to promote home entertainment and theatrical releases. Brit & Co has also served as a creative agency for Disney, crafting strategies and assets to push out on its own channels, on properties like Pinterest, and standalone websites. Last week, we launched our campaign together to promote the new Disney Pixar film, Coco. We activated digital channels as well as a live event in Soho, New York with more than 10,000 attendees. Our audience loved listening to director of photography, Danielle Feinberg, speak about her amazing journey at Pixar and working on the film. I should also point out that Brit & Co fans love Disney content. We've seen nearly 10 million views on some of our Disney video content, and perhaps even more impressive is the fact that our Disney Halloween content performs twice as well as any other Halloween content we create, which is saying a lot because Halloween is our Super Bowl. This is a look at some of our past fan favorites. And this year, my family and I even got in on the action. By the way, yes, we dress up our pets too. So what's next? We're going even bigger, and we're going all in on video. Beginning as soon as this week, we're teaming up with Freeform, the Disney Digital Network, and Good Morning America to activate our combined digital audiences to tune into upcoming holiday events around tentpole programming like 13 Nights of Halloween and 25 Days of Christmas. You can expect to see more of me on air, entertaining Freeform and ABC's TV audiences while also engaging them online. Our ad sales teams are already developing packages to take to market to capitalize on a brand integration into all of it. Here's a quick teaser video of the type of witchcrafts we'll be cooking up during the Hocus Pocus Marathon on Freeform this Halloween. Let me reiterate that we're just getting started. We've got big plans to go much deeper into video, influencers, merchandising, and more. I have no doubt in my mind that young women will always be some of the top digital content consumers, and my goal is to make Brit & Co the #1 place for them to do that. We're excited to collaborate with Disney along the ride. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Cliff Plumer, CEO of The Void, a destination that inspires you to explore fully immersive virtual worlds. When you step into The Void, you enter an extraordinary multi-sensory adventure and see incredibly realistic images. In real life, friends bring friends to The Void. Beyond what you see and hear, you will touch walls, you will pick up objects, you will feel heat, cold, moisture, rumbling throughout your body as you are lifted in a spaceship. And when you and your Ghostbuster friends save Manhattan from the evil Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, you are rewarded with the scent of burnt marshmallow. It's an experience that has you immersed in believing in the story. For guests in the void, these experiences are real. They're shared memories that will last a lifetime. Star Wars inspired me to study film, which served as a launch pad for my career in cinematic visual effects, a career that allowed me to work on films like Jurassic Park, Avatar, and Star Wars Episodes 1, 2, and 3. During my time at Lucasfilm, my family and I were lucky enough to be cast as extras in a movie, and for the first time, we weren't just spectators. We were active participants in the story I love so much. It is this culmination of a lifelong dream to be part of a team bringing beloved stories and incredible adventures to life like never before. To date, we have sold over 100,000 tickets to The Void, welcoming families, friends, teenagers, moms, dads, grandparents, and kids too. Like the stories we tell, The Void is for everyone. There is nothing else like it. I believe the Walt Disney Company tells the best stories, don't you? The Void is now collaborating with Lucasfilm and ILMX Lab on our newest hyper-reality experience, Star Wars: Secrets of the Empire, built on the amazing Unreal Engine from our fellow Disney Accelerator company, Epic. I am pleased to invite everyone to step into the Void at our all-new Void Experience Centers opening at Disney Springs in Orlando, Florida on December 16th, and Downtown Disney in Anaheim, California on January 5th. Tickets are on sale starting today. Actually, let me correct that. They're on sale right now. So get your phones out, go to void.com, and powered by Atom Tickets, which was a 2016 Disney Accelerator company, we are selling tickets as we speak. You never know what or who you'll encounter in the Void. Before I go, I leave you with this very first look at Star Wars: Secrets of the Empire, and I invite you to step beyond reality. Thank you.
This is Mon Mothma. I have an assignment for you. The rebellion needs you, and we don't have much time. You must work together. You must not fail. In disguise, your team's mission is to recover Imperial intelligence critical to our survival.
You're with me. The rest of you, get on that skiff. Do your best to act Imperial.
Looks like you'll have to fight your way out.
What is that?
This could be a threat to our entire existence.
I started Epic 26 years ago, and together we're the first generation that grew up with personal computers as part of our daily lives. So we became programmers, digital artists, and storytellers. And along the way, these personal computers finally became fast enough to render true 3D graphics, and thus led to the birth of the first game engines, including Epic's Unreal Engine in 1998. Now, a game engine is a bundle of software technologies and tools for 3D graphics, simulation, artificial intelligence, and multiplayer networking that enables creative folks to build immersive and interactive experiences. The Unreal Engine powers Epic's own games, including Paragon, our high-fidelity multiplayer action game, and Fortnite, a new game we released in July, which has already reached 11 million users and is one of the most widely played games in the world now. And many of the world's best game makers also use the Unreal Engine for their own projects, including 3.8 million indie developers. Some of the top independent games include Ark, Kingdom Hearts, Astroneer, and PUBG. And nowadays we're seeing a new trend with Unreal being used way beyond the game industry. Kim, why don't you tell us more about this?
Sure, thanks, Tim. Over the last 2 decades, many industries have been using computer graphics to power their businesses, from entertainment all the way through design and visualization. And now each one of these businesses is converting over to the power of real-time graphics, and Unreal Engine is showing the way forward. We worked this year with General Motors and the Mill to create the world's first interactive car commercial. In San Francisco, Zoox are using Unreal Engine to help train their machine learning components of their autonomous vehicles. Architects and designers are using Unreal to design and prototype virtual experiences that they can go into years before they are physically constructed. This frame that you're looking at here was generated real-time in Unreal Engine. It's not a photograph. Even NASA are training their astronauts for missions that they take out on the International Space Station. And we've been collaborating with teams all across the Walt Disney Company. This year, in partnership with our friends at Pixar, we adopted the Universal Scene Description format that enables bringing film quality assets into a real-time engine. What you're seeing here is a frame that was generated from a scene that we brought into Unreal and we're able to render it real-time in UE4. Lucasfilm's Industrial Light and Magic used Unreal Engine to create some of the visual effect shots for K2SO in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. This was a super historic moment. The actual movie contains pixels generated from a game engine. And also, Walt Disney Imagineering and Lucasfilm are collaborating and using Unreal for the new Millennium Falcon experience that will be in Disneyland and Disney Hollywood Studios in 2019. Would also like to give you a quick demo of some augmented reality stuff we prepared. I'm going to go off and set the demo. Tim's going to talk a little while.
Yeah, thanks, Kim. Yeah, so at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference this year, we teamed up with ILM X Lab to show a live mixed reality demo from within the Star Wars universe. And also in partnership with Apple at WWDC, we worked with Peter Jackson's Wingnut AR startup to debut Apple's AR kit on iOS. And this really signaled the birth of augmented reality as a mass consumer entertainment medium. You know, AR is a technology out of science fiction literature. It only became real this year for the first time when Apple brought it to 100 million iOS users. We think that this combination of AR and digital human technology together will lead to new types of experiences that transcend both gaming and storytelling.
Okay, I'm almost set.
All right, this is some leading edge technology.
All right.
Which means
this is an iPad Pro, and through the power of Unreal Engine and Apple's AR kit, we're able to use this as a virtual camera to shoot an augmented reality scene. So let me pop up the asset that we've got. Move back a little bit. Okay, wonderful. So what you're seeing up there is, oh no, I can't believe I did that. Okay, it's working still. All right, okay, so what you're seeing up there is, this is my view in augmented reality on the iPad, and the images on the right-hand side are the images that are being generated, the virtual images that are also being then beamed into this augmented reality experience. So I can walk up to Vader, look at the quality of his materials and the lighting and how photorealistic he is. Now that's not just a regular asset, that's the asset that ILM produced for the movies, the CG asset, translated to run in real time inside Unreal Engine. So excellent detail, as you can see. So the next thing I want to show is where we are with our little bit of research into digital humans. So let me swap over. Okay. So this here is one of our friends, Mike Seymour from the University of Sydney. And instead of me explaining what you're looking at, I'm going to get him to do it.
Hi, I'm Mike Seymour, and I'm a researcher at Sydney University looking into synthetic humans. What you're looking at is a digital version of me, but controlled by the real me, all being done interactively and in real time. And it's kind of a glimpse into virtual communications, which has enormous implications moving forward into things like education, medicine, and of course, entertainment.
Cool, that's the end of the demo. Thank you. Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. So across all digital entertainment industries, we're seeing a revolution in real-time computer graphics. It's changing the way that people work, the way we play, and the way we interact with each other socially. And today we've seen some of the building blocks of this new future with VR, augmented reality, and digital humans. But keep in mind, these are technologies that will evolve over the next decade, and what we're seeing today is just the very beginning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Michael Abrams, Senior Vice President of Innovation for the Walt Disney Company. I would like to thank all of the presenters for that inspiring glimpse into the future of media and entertainment. It has been such a pleasure to work with all of these incredible entrepreneurs and their companies. And I'm so happy we were able to share some of that work with everyone here today. Echoing what Bob said, we are truly excited by the energy, the ideas, and the possibilities to come. And this is really just the beginning and not the end of our journey together. I'd like to thank Bob, Kevin, and our entire senior leadership team for all of your support, and most importantly, for the time you and your teams invest in collaborating with these companies on their futures and ours. I'd also like to thank the Disney Accelerator team, David, Eric, Evan, Mandy, Brian, and Kirsten, Alex, Alyssa, and Marty. And I'd like to thank you for being with us here at Demo Day. And with that, we will say goodbye to everyone watching on our live stream. Thank you for joining us. And we would like to invite everyone here with us in the theater to join us right outside on Dopey Drive in a few minutes for a reception where you can meet the companies and get a look at some of the products you just saw demonstrated. And then at 5 o'clock, you are all invited to join us for the Ghostbusters Dimension experience at the Void at the Disney Accelerator co-working space. It's 5 minutes away at our Grand Central Creative Campus. And now I would like to invite our presenters to come back and join me on stage. And as they do, please join me in thanking these amazing entrepreneurs for such an inspiring afternoon. We are happy to be part of your story and so proud that you are now part of ours. Thank you, and good afternoon, everybody.